He's gonna come over in a minute. Okay.
Nate.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in.
Get in there with.
Oh Lord,
It's time for the podcast. All I need is one. That's all I need. One, we'll start.
Bad.
That's all we need. All we need is one. We'll start. Oh, there go one. There go one. Do I see two? Do I see two? Do I see two? Do I see? God damn it, there's two. There it is. There it is. Y'all better come on in here. We got a special guest in here. We got a hometown entrepreneur, and you know how people say small business? No. It's big business. She got a truck and a hotel. It's Latoya. What you talking about? Johnny Cake. Come on in. Okay. It's populating. Come on in. Just a couple more. We're going to go ahead and get it started. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Barbershop Stories, the podcast, episode 102. And if you know about 102, you're in the college. You know what I'm saying? That means your ass ain't no freshman no more. I don't think.
Yeah.
So look at that. You see that?
We got 101 way last week.
That's right. Look at that.
102.
Look at yourself back there. LA to the side, you know what I'm saying? Every time I see you, you got a ponytail or a hat turned to the back. Shouldn't sleep the hell down. Barbershop Story Podcast, episode 102. Now let's go ahead. Now look, go ahead and tell your friends, and tell some more of them to pass it along and just let them know, hey, man, we sitting right here with Toy. We sitting around with Toy with Johnny Case, and this is the big business entrepreneurs of Birmingham. We got the pleasure of having on. This is episode 102. Let's come on around. Let's go ahead and get started. Y'all see the popcorn and hey, hold that cake up.
Okay.
Woo! I'm telling you,
I had to bring your
Soft.
favorite.
She fine. You know it. That's my favorite, though.
I'm finna buzz one up live on camera.
I'm talking. Let's get on around here.
I ain't ate that.
Go around here. What's going on, people? What's happening? I am comedic narrator, haircut, slanger, Benny Mac, and that gentleman is.
Hey, on no, you know we keep that info for you, man.
Yep.
Even the sweets and treats.
That's right.
We got them for you.
That's right. And who might you be, young lady? Are you?
My name is Latoya Jolly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the owner of Jolly Cakes. I'm a native of Birmingham, Alabama, and I graduated from Woodlawn, which is only a couple blocks away.
Okay, our old fellow Woodlawnian.
That's
All right.
Jolly Cake specializes in gourmet popcorn, homemade pound cake that sends you back to your grandmother's kitchen, and we also have gourmet cookies and lots of treats. So come check us out. Friday we'll be at City Hall for the food truck roundup.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this before we get too far in it. I know a lot of times businesses like this normally be what they call side hustles. What got you off into sweets and treats? Is this your only line of profession now, or you kind of what they call moonlighting through both?
It started off as moonlighting.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in the insurance industry for the past 10 years. That was my last job. I got laid off from there and decided to do this full time. But I've been baking homemade cakes for over 25 years for the holidays. And everyone kept telling me, you need to do this full time. So once I got laid off, that's what I did. I haven't been back to work since. I've been working for myself. I started out in the back of my trunk, and I ran into Corey's food truck, and he said, Jolly, come out with me sometime. So I bought a pink tent, 2 tables, and I went from that to a food truck. So that was my story, and this was one of the first barbershops that I came to. Y'all welcomed me in, and I've been coming back ever since.
Well, we just want to see you prosper. So
some sweets up there since.
So one of my questions would be: you said when you got laid off, were you seeking for another job, or did the sweet treat business just take off when that job decided to just dissipate?
Well, I got laid off in September, so I took that month off, and of course November and December was coming up, which I used to take the entire week off anyway from Northwestern Mutual just to bake my cakes for the holidays. So January, I took a little sabbatical. January, I started looking for a job, and I couldn't find anything that interested me or paying me what I was making. So I said, okay, I'm going to give this a try. So I started off with the barber shops, going straight down First Avenue, Third Avenue. I was like, okay, that was all right. Let me see what going out with the food trucks in my tent will do. And I haven't looked back since.
Hey, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You think was that around the pandemic time? Like right before or during?
Well, it was during the pandemic that I purchased my food truck. That was in 2019 that I got. Well, 2021. I'm sorry, of April that I got the food truck. That was our first outing. So yeah, it was kind of scary because no one was coming out. We didn't know what to expect, but God was on my side and He brought me through. And now we're going to at least 4 or 5 spots each week, and we have customers that's looking for us. Yeah,
It's good. It's good. I think that you definitely did the thing, because I like most of the time when I see people out with good products, I always be thinking like, man, why these niggas got a job? You know what I'm saying? Now of course I wouldn't tell them to quit their job because I know it's a fit for other things, but I always believe when you put 100% on something, it ain't too many jobs that's gonna beat that. And unless you just like that job, you know what I'm saying?
And I don't know if I would have quit, being there 10 years, being a single mom, and just quit my job to step out to do this. So I can't say if I see someone, you need to, step out, because I don't know if I would have done it if they hadn't pushed me to do it.
Well, like the old church song, God,
the situation dictates.
Yeah, the situation dictates. Yeah.
God was trying to tell you something. He told you.
And my boss told me this is what you need to be doing while he was, letting me go.
Laid a nigga off and told you get an extra stove.
And the next week he called and ordered his daughter's birthday cake from me. He said, "This is your calling. This is where you need to be," and he was right.
Shit, that's what's happening.
I know I enjoy it. I know I do. That food truck thing, that's a lane that we see, a lot of people taking these days. Just in itself, how is the food truck scene been prosperous aside of when you just going out of the trunk? I know you said at first it started out kind of rocky, and it picked up. But
yeah, it did.
Can you see the difference, since you purchased the truck and kind of you're out there moving around now versus, or I know you're stationary most days and you kind of put the message that I'm in this location, rather.
Yes.
Is that just as lucrative?
Yeah, of course it's more lucrative with the food truck.
Okay.
Especially when you go to hospitals, because you have customers already there. So they come out to you, then you have the people that are coming to the hospital buy from you too. And then we have a food truck group. So we do like Forestdale Day, Bessemer Day. So that helps. And when you learn all the festivals in the city during the summertime, that's where your money is made.
Start moving around to
at the big festivals. And we also have a food truck group where we let this person know this is going on, or if you're missing a product, we try to help each other.
I got you. Because most of the trucks I've seen, people offer different stuff, so it's almost like, hey, when y'all all there, give people a variety. Some people may get a couple things off of, 1 or 2 of the trucks out there,
Yeah, and I can say if we're at a spot and it's 3 different sweet trucks, we welcome each other because everybody carry different products.
That's fine.
And if I have an event and I can't make it, I give them Treat So Sweet number or a Breeze number because we're all out here to make money.
That's fine. And that's a good,
should be.
great word to put out there to aspiring food truck owners and stuff that, hey, they out there cooperating and actually working off of each other out there, as well as sharing the word about what's happening and where it's prosperous at and where you can
we have to help each other.
That's right.
In order to make it.
It's not an ego thing where we pop up and you over there looking and hating and all that stuff there. People actually helping each other and linking up out there.
Yeah, our food truck group is great.
Okay, all right. Well, Tori, you said you purchased your truck. You said in 2021, right? So been running roughly about a year now, right?
Yes.
All right. So from the experience that you got from the food truck festivals, posting up here, posting up there, if you had an option right now today continue the food truck, or would you do a brick and mortar at a spot that's what? How would you do it?
Well, actually, I'm looking into a brick and mortar right now. Well, hopefully, I have that in 2023, but I will do it in phases. I'll start out with the commercial kitchen first, and so get the truck out on a daily basis. Then I'll move the front so people can come in and purchase. Because I need somewhere where people, come pick up their holiday cakes. That way, I'll move into doing more birthday cakes and things of that sort.
As they see the truck, it's still the same location.
Still the same location.
Yeah. So do you have I guess like if you had to do a brick and mortar, do you have what you call, I guess, a hot side of town? Because some people say I do better on the west or better in Center Point or better
right here in Woodlawn.
Right here in Woodlawn.
Yes.
Well, you know what to say.
Yes,
We take our own in Woodlawn.
Rev Birmingham helping a lot of small businesses.
We take
get into
our
buildings
own
around here. So I want to send a shout out to Robert at Rev Birmingham. Thanks for your help.
Goddamn Robert. All right, Robert.
All right.
No, you all right. She called you right first name. She didn't say Mr. Jackson or nothing. She said Robert.
Robert, first name basis. He's
Yeah,
a big help to small black businesses in the Woodlawn area.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Then you don't meet too many niggas named Robert no more reason. He got to be a good dude. Robert.
Yes.
That's what's
One
up.
all time.
All right, so far as with food trucks too, a lot of people be wanting to know this question: is it expensive, far as setting everything up from the beginning, like far as licenses, or do you have to have a license in each municipality? Like, how does that go for those that don't know?
You have to have a license in each municipality. You have to have your Alabama license, your Jefferson County, in each city that you go to. Birmingham, Hoover, Alabaster, wherever you go. And they range from, I just got my license in Irondale. They range from $65 to $300. So you just never know. Or they sometimes give you the option to just pay $25 or $50 for that one event, or you can buy the license for the year.
So for the people that just think they can just, put the truck together and just ease out there, do them folks that ride should be riding like that?
They do. I've seen several food trucks.
They coming. Y'all here. Hey, get shit together, y'all there.
See, because
they gonna pull up.
Because there's a couple folks I talk to, I understand that each municipality, they want you to get licenses in it. But some people like, well, shit, if I got a Jefferson County license, all those cities in Jefferson County. If I got a state license.
But one day hell, man.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Or do you feel like a lot of the fees done went up because food trucks got so popular too? Because I heard some people say those fees have gotten a little difference in restaurants are starting to complain about the food trucks.
Yes, I did hear a little back chatter about them making you have a brick and mortar in order to open up a food truck going forward. But that's kind of been on the back burner. So, that'll stop a lot of small
Will we get the vote on that? Or do you know?
I mean, it was just out in the air. I haven't heard any more about it, but that'll stop a bunch of small black business owners getting food trucks if they were to put that in place.
Be wild.
And see, that's interesting though too, Tori, that you mentioned that, because if you said you heard it, it probably is in the air. But they might have a lot of pushback from it, because that sounds like a person with a restaurant saying, man, I want to make a post it up over him. But to me, you got a good product. It don't matter who's around. You still going to do what you do.
People have a taste for what they want. Damn near when they get out looking anyway, like, I think I'm okay, you know what I mean? You may see something and go off that sometime too. Now, I ain't gonna front, but more than likely you going looking for what you already tasting, know what I'm saying?
So
I want this or that.
Did you get an opportunity to participate in any of the World Game festivities?
I did. We were at Kelly Ingham Park that Friday and Saturday, and then the next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Friday, Saturday. It was a great crowd. They had entertainment throughout the day, and I guess it was about 11 food trucks, and they had a lot of clothes vendors and things of that sort. So the first weekend was great, but the second weekend it was fabulous. The word had got out.
So down there with old Bob Dickerson there.
Oh, down there with Bob.
Bob, good people, man. Good people.
I was working. I didn't make it down to Kelly Ingham.
Oh yeah.
I heard it was nice down there.
It
was. I had an opportunity to be a part of that Saturday.
Yeah, the weather held up. It was nice.
Yes. So, what about, I guess, on the other side of the world, gang? Because, some people say the Kelly Ingram part was for the color folk. And down up on the city walk was, what I'm saying, for my European brothers and sisters.
Well,
Did you?
I only
For the
made it
company.
down to the city walk that one night when I think it was Big Boy
Mm-hmm.
performed. So
You was down there venting or you was down there
no, I
singing
went to the
Sorry
concert.
Miss Jackson? Or you
Yeah,
sang
Sorry
Sorry
Miss
Miss Jackson?
Jackson. Yeah. So I mean, it was a diverse crowd
Yeah,
that
yeah,
night.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I went to check Big up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
it was
nice.
jumping. I ain't gonna lie, it was jumping.
And
It
City
sure
Walk
was.
is nice right now. I pulled up the other day. I couldn't find a park. It was packed by the
Yeah.
kids' park. So
City
I
Walk
I
fine.
think the food trucks will be able to park down there and use that as a place to vent.
Oh, yeah.
Do they currently have a space for food trucks
No,
to
well,
be down?
if you have a city license, you can just pull
You
up
just
and
pull
park.
up and get a
Yeah.
parking space and,
Oh,
and
If
okay.
you
go.
find that park, you can pull
Okay.
up.
So it's almost like a peddler's license. Similar to, because, peddler,
Similar,
because I don't know if they replaced the peddler's license, but it used to be like you selling shirts or
Shirts,
lighters or,
Yeah.
in some cases, reefer. You can just have a peddler's license, just pull up, you know what I'm saying? So that's interesting.
I was thinking about being in the range of the other businesses. You know what I'm saying? Is it like a range you have to stay away from, like, because you got Uptown right there and a couple restaurants
No,
right there
because
by
I
the city center.
I park at Chasers.
Okay.
We sell right there, and it's another food truck that parks a block away.
What
So-
time it is? Now I'm messing
They
nobody.
don't mess with anybody.
Let me ask you this, Billy just mentioned peddler's license. I know when I had mine, there was certain places I couldn't go. Let's just say this barber shop is a baker,
Mm-hmm.
and what you sell, make stuff. Could you park your truck outside of here?
If it
Well,
was a public space.
I wouldn't do that as a business owner. Come park right next to a building that sold what I
Same
sold
thing.
out of respect for their business, but it's nothing stopping you from doing that
If the space is public.
if the space is
I don't know now,
public.
because I have seen a burger joint whoop up with a burger food truck and just raise the gas. Hey, let them know they were dying. Go around and turn the fan toward the window, let the smoke blow in the building.
No.
But I guess I'm with you that. Out of
Yeah.
respect for the business, I can see that.
Ain't no doubt.
But the world definitely done changed as far as with food trucks. Like the pandemic, a lot of people looked at it as it was like so bad and all that shit like that, having the virus. But I think it inspired a lot of people to open up businesses because
It
food
did.
trucks. I done seen more food trucks than I ever have.
It did.
in
It
all my
inspired
years
a
here.
lot of small business
And they be
owners.
jumping.
Period. Food or selling T-shirts, earrings, arts and crafts. It inspired a lot of small vendors to get into business for themselves.
Yeah. So I think it was beautiful though, cause I remember when you was selling out the trunk.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The cake was good. Now it might have a tie mark on it, might have spelled tie, but it was fine. But nah, but it's great to see the growth. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no doubt.
Because to me, one thing about it, we know if you're making that money in the other food truck, we ain't got to worry about you nobody wanting. We
Yeah.
know that
We know.
because your ass got some money. You know what I'm saying? So to see that and to see the growth and continue to elevate to say, all right, now I done went from out the trunk to the food truck, from out the food truck to going to a commercial kitchen, from a commercial kitchen to a brick and mortar. So I think that's beautiful though. That's great.
But what you can tell them, I never forget about where I started. I come through here, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Check
went,
on
up,
Always.
you went up a couple dollars on the
Ain't no
popcorn.
doubt.
You
Chocolate
ain't
chip
forget now.
pecan.
I'm just tripping.
all day.
Toy She 5, Barbershop
And
Store
he right here.
Podcast,
And
episode
listen,
102.
At Walmart, eggs went from $2.85 to $5.24.
Oh yeah, but you know how black folks is. You ain't supposed to go up. You know how black
You
folks
have
is. You
to.
got to keep it the
That's right.
same. You put a little less sugar in the cake. But nah, she fine though, serious. But she fine. She's seriously fine. I don't mind paying whatever she charge. Every now and then she'll slide you a slice or two. You know, you might
Oh
get bit
yeah, I
off
got
the
you on
back.
a couple slices.
She'll bit off the
Right.
back, but she'll get to you.
Yeah, I brought everybody here and those that's out at the
Yeah,
shop. Y'all
Sonny
get a
broke out
grab a
smile. He
bag
broke
too.
out
I
smile
already
when
know
you
what he
got it
want.
out.
He want the Buffalo Cheddar Ranch. You gonna have to pay $10 for you.
So Brandon, that name, Jolly, how do you plan on using that going forward? How do you plan on, is that
I do.
Okay.
And a lot of people's like, well, what a great name. Because
It
when I
is,
tell them my
it
name is
is.
Latoya Jolly, they respond like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, Jolly Cakes.
Yeah. 'Cause-
So it has a nice ring to it, but my dad said I'm going to have to pay him for it.
I hear you, Pop.
He's a smart
Yeah.
guy. Smart guy.
Yes, he did throw
That's
that.
Jolly name.
The Jolly name.
That's right.
Yes. And featured tonight, we have a couple of my gourmet popcorns. For the adults out there, we have strawberry vodka.
All right.
And we also have crown apple. And for those that like a little spice,
like it too.
we have buffalo cheddar ranch. We also have dill pickle, Windy City. And for those of you like sour, this is my sister Tawana's favorite. I tell her, don't eat the last bag, please. Sour Patch.
Okay. All right, now I got a question for you. All right, since you mentioned that, the ones that taste like the liquor, does it kind of give you a slight buzz?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think I'll be still selling after a year and a half if it didn't.
Well, I mean, because see, a lot of people sometimes be thinking about the name, but don't think it do what it do. They be just thinking it got the flavor. So
well, you know, as consumers,
okay.
Once the word gets out, man, she's selling that popcorn, and it don't do nothing for you. But I sell out of Crown Apple every week, and I also have Hennessy. I just don't have any available.
All right. So next question, in conjunction to this one, right now, reefer, CBD, and all that's going on. Is it a special kind of license you have to sell CBD products at the truck?
Well, it's a young lady right here on the corner in Woodlawn that has great CBD products. Y'all need to check her out. She's right here by what Slutty Vegan is coming in Woodlawn. Check her out on the corner.
55th or
on 55th Street and First Avenue. Check her out if you're looking for CBD products. But I don't know about that because I don't infuse any of my. But when it passes, yeah,
because I was wondering that because I haven't ran into anybody who's selling it, but I've heard, you know what I'm saying, and I was wondering, is it a different kind of license you have to get for that?
I would guess so. I don't know about that one.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's interesting, believe it or not. I'm sure it's gonna be somebody, and whoever it is, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
What time it is, man? Johnny Cakes?
They have passed a liquor license for the food trucks. They just hadn't signed it yet. So.
See, that's why I said it's interesting because the world changes so much. Because it's interesting you mentioned that because I remember when they said now you can deliver alcohol.
Yes.
Like through DoorDash and all. I never had the pleasure of using DoorDash or somebody dropping my food off. I kind of like to go myself. But when I said it started delivering liquor, I thought that was real interesting.
Yeah.
It was a long
About a year or
time.
so ago when that I remember that.
So
you gotta let the food truck do it.
Yeah.
If you let them deliver it, that's all they doing. That's great. World changing, like you said, and you getting all these we getting the entertainment zones where you can walk around with your alcohol. So hey, pull up, the alcohol.
And Alabama, the University of Alabama Stadium just passed where you can have the liquor in there.
And I remember they had kind of a little fuss about that, where they were saying, "No, y'all can't sell it now." But I knew that wasn't gonna last long.
About that for years in the college stadium.
I knew that wasn't gonna last long. Like I said, it's too much money involved in liquor.
Too much money.
You talking about somebody making $2 million that night to $6 million for real when you talking about liquor.
They used to call the Georgia-Florida game, I think, the cocktail party. That's Georgia-Florida, right? And they made them change that name. And then not too long after that, they made them now schools let you drink, and you know what I'm saying, in the stadium. So they but it used to be called the cocktail party because of the tailgate.
Yeah.
But like I said, all that stuff changing, man. So hey, food truck gonna be pulling up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Get ready for classic.
With that oil on there.
I got a question. Been touched on the licensing part. Could you tell the listeners out there how difficult is it to get food truck or any type? Is it just like getting a car, or would you have to have a percentage down? Or?
No, I was driving down the Parkway one day and saw a food truck right there in the parking lot by the CVS and McDonald's when you get off the exit. So I called to inquire about it. I purchased it, and the biggest ordeal about getting a food truck is finding someone to convert the inside. You have to find someone that knows what they're doing, not gonna hold your truck for 7-8 months. That was the biggest drawback of finding someone to convert the inside. Because when I bought it, it was just an open space. Yeah, and I had to take the shelving out and convert it and put my shelving in and refrigeration.
License for building that too?
No, not for them building that I know of. I left that to the construction guy. But you have to have, your 3 compartment sink, hand washing sink, refrigeration, shelving, and all that. And when you go out,
Then
well, I don't have to have a vent because I don't
cook.
cook, but I
Okay,
have,
okay.
the air conditioner.
But
and,
people that cook usually have to have.
Yeah, you have
all
to have
that
a
in
vent.
there.
Oh, it'll smoke you out of that. You
I
don't have
got
to,
you.
See, that's interesting though,
Yeah.
cause I seen a food truck. Nigga had a regular stove in there,
Mhm.
like a regular 4-hour electric oven. But it was fine though, cause like you couldn't tell it. You know what I'm saying? He had built around. I was like, nigga, that's a high point, man. That's a high point.
And once you pay for your license, you have to
Even
set
more.
it up with the fire department to get inspected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, do you have any people who did the rebuild on the inside that you can recommend to somebody who might be looking for somebody to do it? Cause I got one I know, but you have anybody that you use or you recommend?
Forrest is great. I don't know Forrest's last name. Over in Forestdale, he's great.
Man, what happened? What's the chance?
I know Forrest in Forestdale.
God
Yes,
damn Forrest.
he's great. And a lot of people, it's a guy in Leeds, Eric. They use him out in Leeds.
Yep, and then too, y'all keep in mind, Franco Woodson with Bullet Iron and Crane, Econo Metal Supply, 205-422-6828. He put together food trucks, corn machines, whatever. So he also do them too. So yeah, because a lot of people don't know. They buy them
I
trucks
need
and
his number.
yeah, Franco Woodson, Bullet Iron and Crane, Econo Metal and Supply, 205-422-6828. Tell them Benny Mac sent you, and you'll get you nothing off. Just tell them Benny Mac sent you. But yeah, he do all that type work.
Okay.
Because it's rare, like you said, it's hard to find somebody who
It's hard
actually.
to find and actually know what they're doing and do it like in 3 months and you're out.
Your money good.
Your money good.
That's
Yeah.
what time it is. Yep. Real.
That's what happened.
And I'm glad we got that in. Good question, K1, because there's, people that's looking to get into that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that's one of the top things, trying to find somebody to convert them, you know what I'm saying? Because you see the trucks, you know what I'm saying, whether they be new or a truck that's been, refurbished, you know what I'm saying? You see the trucks for sale sometimes around, but they may not be ready,
Yeah. Just
it's good info for people to have to know how to work that part of the game.
Yeah.
And if anyone has any questions, you can reach out to me at 205-789-CAKE and follow me on Jolly Cakes on Facebook and Jolly Cakes BHM on Instagram.
Okay. Well, that's what's happening.
Birmingham's finest.
We'll talk. We ain't gonna hold you up too long. We appreciate you coming through because we know you got a busy night and we don't want to seem like we rushing through it, but we want to make sure we got the vital stuff out. Who she is, what she do, how fine it is. We'll take all these and put them over in a little bag or something. Let her push on out the door. But yeah, we really do appreciate it, Toya. And if you would, give them that Facebook info and the number to get in touch with you again.
Okay, on Facebook it's Jolly Cakes. On Instagram it's Jolly Cakes BHM, and we have 3 stops on Friday. Our first stop is City Hall from 11 to 2. Then we'll be at UAB. Second stop in front of the Spain Wallace building from 2:30 to 4:30. And then from 6 to 8, we'll be at Faces in Fairfield for the Little Murder concert. So come out and see us.
Oh, okay.
This is all Friday.
This is all Friday.
He said
This
Friday.
coming Friday.
The
It's
Little
coming
Murder
Friday.
concert. That was the name, old man, huh? What his name is? What his name is?
Uncle Clifford.
Uncle
Yeah, Uncle Clifford.
Uncle Clifford.
They got Uncle Clifford. They supposed to have both of them coming.
He supposed to be a plus.
Yeah,
Ain't that nothing. But all right.
They have.
Concert starts at 8.
Yeah, what it is.
You gonna have Jolly Cake. Yeah, that's a hell of a combo, ain't it?
Got them sweets out there for them.
Plenty of sweet. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in to Barbershop Stories Podcast, episode 102. We'll see you next week for 103. And also, make sure you come check out the comedy show. It's a monthly comedy show. What is that, August 18th, live at the Star Dome. We got a great lineup. I bring that funny for a little money. And you can go to stardome.com and get them tickets right now. The show is tomorrow. The doors open at 6:15. Show starts promptly at 7:30. We'll have you out of there by 9:15 for all the laughs you can get. So school ain't no excuse. Come on through, man. We got to bring you that funny for a little money. Then also look for the Recovering Whole Comedy Tour coming to a city near you soon. We kick off August 26th in Fort Worth, Texas at Hyenas Comedy Club. What up, Chris G? What up, Cooley Ward? What up, Felicia? What up, E? Hey, like I said, Recovering Whole Comedy Tour is coming soon to a city near you, 35 cities. We are on the way. Hey, make sure you check out that website at bennymac205.com. We'll see you next week. And that's what it is. And, hold up. Shout out to K1 on the 1 2. Goddamn K1. Yeah, that's the camera and the laptop, the 1 2. He broke out the DJ book. Yeah, shout out to the folks who came in the crowd.
Got a dark cloud over his head, but he's doing good.
Oh, yeah. So that's the time of the year.
You got a dark cloud over here.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, yeah, we appreciate you coming. Shout out to Sammy No Nose. Shout out to myself. And shout out to Miss Latoya Jolly with Jolly Cakes. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Ain't no doubt. Which one of these you like the most, Toy? Out of the popcorn.